The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Already here, they're audible to something else.
11. Hey, I'm gun. Hey, kill.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now a 2nd and 10. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Lawrence to throw. Complete. Down the left sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Pacheco. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, 52.
Throwing quickly. This is caught by Kirk. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A give to Pacheco off the option.
Down right around the 25. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Here we go.
Achane fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Achane once more.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Devon Achane. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Texans add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Back to throw here. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Back to throw again.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
11, Agate. 11. Hey, I'm gun. Hey, kill.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Completes it to Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. In motion right is Davis. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Yeah, we got more where that came from.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner by the time he looked it in.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
In them deep. Kick it to 22. Do not kick it to 22. Let's go. All right, let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Butker now to kick this one away.
With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Lawrence will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Think right. Go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Go, let's go. 11, Agate. 11.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That's complete to Davis.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Up the middle, Achane.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Brian Branch with it.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here we go.
They'll run. Achane.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Devon Achane.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Swift.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 4. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
A solid stiff arm. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
2nd down and 4.
Big 13 heavy. 11. Safe right. Go. Check. Go. Red.
Here's Lawrence.
Looking middle, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
They'll run it. Achane with it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Devon Achane
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Texans start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here's another interception. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Take right open. 11. Here we go, D. Get on the field. Think right.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Here we go.
On third down, Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try and run it with Achane.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that going back and watching tape and being able to say we're that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Levis.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Levis to throw it.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
He certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
13-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll go with the ground attack here.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Pacheco on the read option.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Levis. Able to shake him off. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Go, let's go. 11, Agate. Silver.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Taken down at the 42.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.